Hey YouTube, it's Mike White. So I'm going to make a tutorial about some editable projects that are going to be available in the library. And this little tutorial is twofold. One, it's to explain to the rest of my team at 143Vinyl exactly what I need done and how to do that. And then it's also to kind of show you guys what you're going to be able to do shortly once they get these elements loaded and everything's ready. So let's get started. So right now this is just in Inkscape, and I have set this file up with some different pieces. We have our main black, and then we have our white beak, that's just the shine on the beak, and then the yellow beak, and then I have this color layer, and then I have the white base. So it's just real easy, real simple file at this point. It's all been consolidated down. And what we're going to do is load this up as a editable shape in the print ready section at 143. And what you'll be able to do is then change that shape's color, just like I'm doing here in Inkscape. So you'll be able to just take and adjust the main color of the design, to fit your team colors. So hopefully there's a bunch of teams out there named Eagles. I actually looked it up. It's one of the most popular ones of all the teams out there, high school teams. I'm sure there's maybe even some college teams. And I've just drawn this kind of generic eagle head mascot, and then you can just change the color. So you can make your team shirts by just adjusting the color to your team's color, and it'll color both the bird and the text down here. So that'll be a project available soon. At 143 we have this lovely marketing director named Kate Ross, and I'm hoping that she'll make the tutorial and do a much better job than I do, showing this stuff off. So I've also created this disco ball asset, and as you can see, it's half-toned. It will go best on a dark colored background, and it will work on white. It will work on any color you'd like to put it on, but it's going to look, at home, like on a navy background, like a navy colored shirt, or a tumbler or something that's navy or black. Black, it'll look great. So I'm going to show you how this is going to work. The project's not ready up there yet, but it will be soon. So here we are in the Layout Designer at 143. And I've got the disco ball loaded up. This will just be a print ready project or item that you can just open up or search for. You can go up here in the library and just search for something. For this you'd search for disco ball. It's not up there yet, but that's how you would find that and add that to the library. And what I'm hoping Kate's going to show you in a better way than I can is how to add text to this. So not just color the text, but add text. I do want to mention in our other project, just because it just occurred to me, it'll be so easy to add this shape and then just put some text across the top, like Fairview or whatever your local high school name is. Just put Fairview across the top, and then you'd have the Fairview Eagles, and then you could color that text the same color as the rest, or a complementary color, whatever you'd like to do. But I'll just show you what we're going to do here with this disco ball. So we're just going to add some text, and of course you want to do this on a computer, on a desktop computer. And I've already picked out some fonts. I took some time and figured out some fonts that I liked. But that's what's so cool about this, is you can make this whatever you want it to be. So I'm just going to click on that again, hit edit, and type in my, and then I'm going to make it big, nice and big, and I'm going to color it white. And we're going to demonstrate quite a lot of cool techniques here. Let's make this centered. Oh, looks like I perfectly centered it somehow. That never happens. That's amazing. I'm just going to change this background color up here to some kind of dark purplish color. And that's not going to actually save. That just helps you see your text, and if you're planning on putting this on a dark color, you can see what it's going to look like on that dark. Okay, so we're just going to do in my, we'll just kind of adjust that up here. And you don't have to be so persnickety, but I have to center every time just to be certain that it's as centered as I can possibly be. And of course, if you were putting this on a lighter colored dark garment, you could use white text and stroke it, or, better to just change the color of the text to something that would, maybe from one of these, elements in the disco ball. Like I would probably, pick something off the ball and use that, just to stay in the same family. But we are going to stay with white, and we are going to duplicate this, and we're going to pull it down, and I'm just going to place it right about down here. And we're probably going to make this a little bigger down here, so I'll just increase that font size a bit. And then I'm just going to hit edit text. That's the only way to trigger the typing. Put era, center it up. And you probably know what's going to go in the middle. I'm just kind of looking at the spacing right now. All right. And we're just going to add another text. And this is going to say disco. And I already chose a good, or what I think is good. And that's, again, like I said, this is the customizable part. I'll make a nice big font size. Drag that right in here. And I think that looks cool with that white kind of losing itself in that shine. I'm going to increase that font size just a bit more. And I'm just kind of looking at spacing. All right, so we'll duplicate that again. And I'm going to type ball. Let's get it down. Center it up. That could go a little bigger just to be balanced. Make it a little bigger. Boom. Bring that up. We'll just space it out. I'm trying to look at the top of the ball, but I do want these words together in my disco ball. So I'm just playing with them until I feel like they're good. And then center it. And center it. And done. So one thing I want to mention is if you wanted to put this on a gang sheet, well, I said done, and then I looked at that. I actually think this looks better if that shine is just a little off of it. The shine is losing, some of the elements that I really want. So if I wanted to put this on a gang sheet, I would just save the project, name it, and save it. And then once you save, you get this download canvas. And then I could just upload, that'll download it to your computer. You want to make sure you do that at the size you're going to print it. So if you're going to put it on your gang sheet as a 10 by 10, you want to do it as a 10 by 10. This design has been half-toned at 3600 pixels. So it's really going to work really great, probably from a 15-inch down to about a 10. Going below that, it'll look okay. It's not going to look terrible, but you'll start to lose some of the halftone. It might not work very well as a UV DTF because of the size that it's been created at. But then again, people have been using that Love Unicorn that I did, and I half-toned that as a 12 by 12, and yet people are putting it in 3 inches wide. I've seen that. So and it looks okay. So it might work out just fine, just due to the nature of this design. But we're just going to look at how we can take this a little bit further. I'm pushing my luck here. And we're going to edit this again. And I'm going to give it a pattern. And I found a pattern, of course, that I like. I love this one. And I'm just going to up the scale just a little bit. And you can play with that. My computer starts lagging a bit. And I have a really nice computer. So don't feel bad. Just take your time with that if it starts lagging once you have a pattern assigned. And now I've just put white on it, and I'm going to pull the stroke out real nice. I'm just being patient with it and letting it catch up, to the display catch up. You're pushing the browser with these really big image files is what's happening, and now it's having to, put that on a shape. So it's just working hard. And then we'll just increase put the stroke on this one. And it probably would have been better for me to just put this first, but I kind of wanted to show you these steps separately, just show you the basics and then where you could take it. And I don't know if it's just my taste, but I think that looks really, really good. So that's it. That's my tutorial for you guys today on my channel. And you need to keep an eye out for the 143 channel and see, when Kate launches her version of this, which I hope will be in the next couple weeks. All right. Hey, thanks for watching and have fun.